Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Brandon Aries, and welcome to The Sanctuary. We're back again with a thriller, horror, suspenseful, night-filled ride. With that being said, it's time to talk movie. And this week, Abigail. Lions, tigers, and vampires. Don't go into this movie thinking you're gonna see Jennifer's Body or Interview with a Vampire. There's no vampire romance like Twilight or True Blood or anything like that. This movie has definitely solidified itself as something of its own in its own unique, ridiculous way. Can you still enjoy it? Yeah. You have a group of would-be criminals that kidnap this 12-year-old girl who is actually the daughter of a very powerful man in the underworld. So they are isolated in this mansion, safe house, whatever, just until they get the ransom. Only to find out that she's a damn vampire. So what started as a kidnapping, which then turned into hostage sitting, meant that the people that were holding the kid hostage are actually the real ones that are being held hostage with this ballerina vampire.
It's a trap! Huh?
You still there? Stick with me here. The reveal of Abigail and her true self is kind of like, let me show you my new dance. Also, I'm gonna drink your blood. And she has no problem being cocky about it. Like, she enjoys playing with her food, the other people in the house. I think the cast here is pretty solid, kind of showing themselves that they can prove to be a pretty decent ensemble. I think Dan Stevens played a very strong role, and I feel like this was something that was a little different from his range, which is always good seeing. He's one of us from the tri-state area. There were a couple scenes that left me just as confused and unsettled as the cast was, because trust me, as ridiculous as this ballerina vampire movie can be, it keeps finding ways to add ridiculousness. Spontaneous combustion for one, but hey, it's fun. As the movie unfolds, you feel that tension amongst the group against Abigail grow tighter and tighter, and they start to even get to a point where they can't trust anyone. Then that leads to some very interesting twists and turns that come from within. And I mean, I kind of predicted the order of deaths, and it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just easy to know that it's there. I mean, when you have somebody like Giancarlo Esposito in these type of movies, you know that there's gonna be a big bad twist. And they throw in more towards the third act that kind of add even more to the WTF factor. But hey, I'm still having fun. In short, this movie is about blood, ballet, vampires, and death. Though I do like at the end that they brushed on the concept of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Have to admit, it wasn't a trope I was expecting to see at the end of this kind of a film. I thought it might have been like a slasher where everyone in the house is gonna die and then that'll be that. But they surprised me, and it was more fun. The cast is good, the suspense is there, the twists and turns make you strapped in for a fun ride. I can't really complain about this film. Like, if I enjoyed my viewing time watching this movie, I'm not gonna rag on it. That being said, I'm giving Abigail a 3 out of 5 because it was fun. The cast is good. The twists and turns are a nice joyride of thrill, excitement, ridiculousness, horror, vampires, all of that. Though I will admit, don't go into movie theaters to see this. Save your money. Wait till it comes out on streaming services. Here is my verdict for this film. It's a fun time, except that there will be some ridiculousness, although it still can be scary, still can be funny, and still give you one hell of a joyride in the theater. That is all I have to say about Abigail. Let me know what you thought, or if you're going to see it. Put your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a like. It is always so much appreciated here in the Sanctuary. And if you're new here, subscribe and hit that notification bell for every week he and sometimes others pop up in your feed. And in case we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace.